Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Seeking Out Sunshine and another episode of Let Your Light Shine, where we step outside the pages of our coloring books and reconnect with our spirits, abandoning all the rules and confines of lines and borders, exploring the complete creative freedom of combining our favorite mediums with a weekly affirmation card. My name is Ashley, and I am so glad you are here. I am using the Gabrielle Berenstein Spirit Junkie deck this week. When I was looking at my decks, this one called to me right away, and I just feel like there is a message for our sweet community from this deck that we need to hear for our hearts. And I think this is the one. All right, let's see what we have. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in a divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. Every card we pull has stars on it, and I just think that that is so lovely since we talk about how each of you are a beautiful star in our universe and we're born to shine. We have had an affirmation week where we talked about our low is when we grow, and it says, I'm being guided to grow. And so many of you this past week reached out with these beautiful comments and sharing more of your story with me. And it was so wonderful to connect with you. And I think the universe is telling you, with all of the lows that you're having or the struggles that you're having, or some of you being a beginner at something, or some of you being an expert at something, like there's still a path of growth that we are all on. The journey does not ever end. The life is growth, right? Life is learning how to grow, how to learn, how to continue to put one foot in front of the other and expand on this being that you are. And there's no such thing as a mistake. You are a beautiful creation that is needed, and your light is a beautiful creation that is needed. And while we will not get this journey perfect, and while we will not always be able to have the outcome that we desire or that we want, sometimes those mistakes are actually the catalyst or the launching point for the next great thing behind. And I just think that we are being reminded this week, my sweet sunshine community, that we are growing. Like our roots are deep and we are growing, and we are unfolding in the time that we need to, that we are right on track. And so we're going to do some awesome creative journaling today. I hope you have your journals ready. I hope you have some fun mediums that you want to try out on your page, and let's start creating, and we'll check back here in a little bit. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. As you can see, I was really inspired by this card today, and my artwork mimicked that on my page. And as I was creating, I was really led to focus on I'm being guided to learn and grow. I think that for me, particularly in the last couple years, I have been planted. I have been planted deep in the soil to face some challenges that I've never faced in my life. And within those moments, I have had to meet myself in that space, whether I wanted to or not. The universe was saying it's time to look at some things. And so I've had to be willing to water that seed that has been planted. I have had to be willing to give it sunlight, even on the days that feel really, really dark. And I have to celebrate when I see it growing. I have to have courage to keep climbing. I have to believe that sometimes our mistakes or our hardships or the things that just feel like are thrown at us and we feel like we're drowning are moments to see how we rise, are moments of learning opportunities that would not otherwise teach us what it is able to teach us. And as I look back on my life and I think about some of the hardest times I've gone through, the outcome has shaped me into the person I am. And it has led me to new journeys. It has led me to new opportunities that I may not otherwise have had. And so while I would not like to experience the pain, whether it be physical or emotional or spiritual or mental or anything like that again, I do have gratitude for those moments. And I have gratitude for myself. I have gratitude that I was able to overcome. I have gratitude that I was able to climb. And so I hope this week, if you have not done your page yet, that you will spend time in gratitude for how you are climbing, that you will spend time in gratitude for your mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, my friend. And what if instead we went through today identifying not only our mistakes, but the mistakes of others, and we instead believed that we were creating a song of our life. And we don't want those sharps, right? When you listen to a piece of music and somebody hits the wrong note and you have a little bit of a moment, it's the wrong note, right? We don't have to point that out. We can hear that. We can see that. So what if we went through today not identifying and breaking ourselves down and beating ourselves up for mistakes or things that don't go wrong? What if instead we pause for just a brief moment and we ask ourselves, what is it that I'm actually supposed to see or understand in this now moment? What if our mistakes are guiding us the direction we wouldn't have otherwise gone? Have you ever left your house late, like you're running really, really behind, and you pull up, by an accident? I can't help but think in those moments, was I late for a reason? Or was I guided a different direction? Or sometimes I'm driving and I'm like, don't go down this way. That little gut feeling, right? And so what if our mistakes or our hiccups or our moments in life, while they create, so much heartbreak at times and so much pain, what if they do guide us to something else? What if the pain isn't the final destination? What if that moment of heartbreak isn't the end? And what if we can be planted again and we can grow again and we can climb again? What if we believe that there is still sunshine out there for us? I am continuing in my journey to seek out sunshine, even in the moments that are really hard, even in the moments that are heartbreaking to me. And I hope that you will do the same, my friend. I hope that you will believe that you are being guided to learn and grow. I am sending you big hugs and love and strength for those of you that are in the storm right now, for those of you that are dealing with horrific and sad and just the turbulence that life throws at us sometimes. I'm sending you strength, but I'm also sending you encouragement and hope that you can get back up, that you can stand strong and tall, and that you can grow again. And you will. Have the courage to climb and grow. Believe. Enjoy your journey. You are creating the song of your life, and let it be a beautiful melody. I am sending you so much love and sunshine. Bye for now.